Winning can cover a lot of issues, and love can cover a lot of sins. So as long as you keep winning, and as long as you keep loving, I think you're going to be okay. Today we got a lot to talk about. I wanted to dive into an event that happened of this guy selling up to possibly $550,000 worth of fake memorabilia, at least $250,000 of fake memorabilia. And also the tariff war is heating up dramatically. And we're going to see a lot of things play out today. My name is Brandon Fogal. This is Evolution. Let's get into it. So whatever you think about what's going on in the world right now and the craziness that is happening, I wanted to start off with just this event that happened where this guy is selling merchandise up to like 10 years, looks like 9 years. And now it's coming out that he was just faking it all. The truth always eventually comes out. That can almost give you peace, but it can almost, if you're not seeking truth, it can give you a little bit of anxiety. I find peace myself in thinking the truth is eventually going to come out. There's no need to ever conceal anything or hide anything because it's always eventually going to come out. And you can cover bad things that are happening. Like in a sports world, you got issues in the locker room. You got a lot of issues in the locker room. If you're winning, it covers a lot of things. And just in practical life, in our real life that we all find ourselves in, we can all have a lot of issues. We can have a lot of things that we fall short on. But if we are striving to love, it can cover a lot of sins that we might have. But we're going to take a look at this what I'm talking about, this man has just pled guilty to selling more than $250,000 in fake memorabilia. This stood out to me because I saw this headline this morning, and maybe not everybody's heard about it, but I put the link into the description. Dan Hajducky, I don't know how to really say his name, but there's my go at it. This article in ESPN that this man just pled guilty to selling more than $250,000 in fake memorabilia. And we're going to take a look at it because this one stood out to me because I got a little bit of memorabilia myself, and I'm hoping I wasn't goosed. I'm hoping that I got some real stuff. But this guy, it says, a former California resident pleads guilty Monday to selling hundreds of thousands of dollars in fake memorabilia, including items authorities say were purportedly signed by famous athletes, actors, and celebrities in a scheme dating to 2010, according to U.S. Department of Justice, Central District of California. Anthony Tremaine, 58, formerly resided in West Covina, California, now lives in Rosita, Mexico. He just appeared. He pleads guilty. He's on bond right now, facing sentence, which will be in August of this year, August 11th. It says, according to court documents from 2010 until December 2019, Tremaine advertised memorabilia in Orange County and Los Angeles County, among other places, and even included that certificate of authenticity. That drove me crazy because how can we know what's true? Like, I would hope that if you have something that says it certifies that person signed it. But as you can see, anybody can just do something just bogus and evil if their heart's not in the right place. And as you can see, this guy, at that time, his heart was not in the right place. I don't know where he stands now. But this really got me, because I don't know about you. Do you all have some merchandise out there that, like, you got your favorite? You can see I like Larry Bird. I love Larry Bird. I say I love everyone all the time, so I don't know why I immediately went to like. I love Larry Bird. He's my favorite. Him and Michael Jordan, they're my favorites. But I got something that it's signed. I hope it's signed by Larry Bird. I got that certificate, that authenticity, you know? Man, things can just dilute the substance of what we have when you just pour water and fake stuff into the real stuff. And this like just drives me crazy because I didn't think it was possible. Why? How could this guy go almost a decade in doing this? And now it's coming out, you know? And where he got caught is it says authorities said there was also movie memorabilia with forged signatures from stars of the Hunger Games, Twilight, Star Wars, and Captain America franchises. In November 2019, Tremaine mailed a Keeping Up with the Kardashians photograph purportedly signed by Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney Kardashian to a customer for $200. The customer was an undercover FBI agent. The truth always comes out. He's making bank. He's got almost over 250K. Who knows how many? This might be just what's on the books. But he loses it all on a $200 Kardashian signed photograph. The truth always comes out. And that can give you peace, or that can give you a lot of anxiety. I remember years ago, and I've never told anyone this, but I remember going to a fair in my hometown. And this is before I became a Christian. And I remember walking up to they have all these events, they have all these kind of tables and things going on. And I remember walking up to something that was like a fortune telling thing. Where this person was reading people's fortunes, reading their hands. I don't know what they were doing, but it immediately got me, like, because I had things I was concealing. I had things in my heart that I was holding back. And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody could actually possibly read into my heart, read into my mind, and know what I've been keeping in the dark, keeping covered up. Now, that was before I became a Christian, and I found out, like, there's real stuff in that. Like, so people can do all that. There's probably real power in that, you know? But it's not a good power. It's not good. And the Bible says to stay away from that. Don't do those things. Because I think God almost wants to protect us. He knows there's real power there, but the power is of the enemy and the evil one and demons, all that. So there is real power in people reading your horoscopes, people reading your fortune, Ouija boards. Oh my gosh, that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. There's real power there. But God protecting us says stay away from all that stuff. But that things will be exposed eventually. And there can be peace in that. And since I've come in life, I think I try to find more peace in knowing that, because everything's going to come to the light today. I don't need to conceal anything. I can live in the light. And I need to get more in the light. Things get exposed. It's all going to come out eventually. We're all going to know everybody's personal issues eventually. So I want to live in the light. I want to live in the light. So I just wanted to point that out, because this is a real issue. Like, this guy's concealing this, hiding this. He eventually, the chickens come home to roost, and he is found out. And he loses it all on a $200 Kardashian photo. So I don't know if this struck you like it struck me. It got me, because I want to know the stuff I'm getting, that it's real and authentic. And if you got, a legitimate authenticity letter, I really hope that there are some things that are regulating and controlling that. You can't just, not a regular guy can throw that out on eBay. But I think this gives us a little peace that we know things are being righted. So, and say, we'll never know. I don't even want to know if the stuff I have is fake. I don't even want to know. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Because I want to believe Larry Bird, he scored that winning basket, in the finals, and then he signed my jersey. That might just be romanticizing it from my end, but it's still, that's what happened. That's what happened, and I want to believe it. I choose to believe it. I choose to believe it. All right, in other news, we're going to look at the escalation, or I hope it doesn't, I hope the escalation becomes de-escalation, because right now is a pivotal moment in U.S. history, in the world history, because Trump issued the tariffs, and now China is the one that is standing up against it significantly. They retaliated, and Trump has issued the warning. He said, either pull them down or we're going to increase the tariffs by 50%. The market is going to probably go crazy depending on what happens today. I do not see China backing down at all. I think I know. I can't get inside Trump's head, but I think I know he's not going to back down. For better or worse, he is going to go on. He's going to go forward in what he's doing. So this might mean, I don't want to say the word collapse, but that's always the possibility that there could be calamity happening. I think Trump is going to be proven right what he's doing. People might argue with the method he's going about it, but I would say he's going to be proven right eventually. And he's going to keep going. And so I saw this funny meme yesterday, and it showed MAGA supporters on the right hand and on the left on two sides of the screen. And one is Elon Musk just cheering, yeah, yeah. And the other one is Barron Trump just giving he doesn't know what to say. He's just kind of he's kind of musing it over. He's just thinking things over. He's like, oh my gosh. Sometimes he doesn't know how to react to some of the things his dad does, or to how some of the things that people out there are doing. But it showed that Elon Musk represented the people, the MAGA supporters that don't have portfolios, that are not invested in the stock market. And then Barron Trump, he doesn't know what to say. He's just kind of just mulling it over. That the MAGA supporters that do have their money in the stock market, because their portfolio is going down. I would say hold the line. If you have stock in there, if you have money in the market, because it is going to boom. It is going to boom. So everybody's going to make their money back. But I would say the people that aren't in, I would be closely monitoring this, because you can make some big money. You have the opportunity. The transfer of wealth is happening. It is happening. What the Democrats always go for, and it seems like socialism, and wanting the rich to take from the rich so you can give to the poor and kind of equal the playing field. This is like legitimately happening, but because it's Trump doing it, they don't like it. I think Trump is going to be proven right. So if you are not in the market, I would be watching it with like eagle eyes, be watching it and be ready to invest, throw some money in it. And that's the thing. A lot of people just don't got disposable income. This is going to make the dollar stronger, our currency stronger. And we're going to have to ride this out a couple more weeks, I'm sure. But I would say hold the line if you already got money in the stock market. But if you don't, be watching it. And I would throw some in if you want to increase your portfolio. So, all right. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of things up in the air, a lot of things, uncertainty rules the day. And I know a lot of people just how the stock market's going, or how just the winds of your life are happening. You get tossed to and fro. It's so easy to wake up with a heart full of anxiety because you don't know what's going to happen. I would say there is an anchor that we can have, and it's not going to be found in the stock market. It's not going to be found in sports. It's not going to be found in even the best of things, your job, your family life, your kids. The only thing that's ever going to give you steady, continuing peace is what you say about God and who you believe God is. That's the only one that's going to give you peace throughout the storm, because we are all dealing in some sort of storm. We're all in some sort of storm, and it's just realizing, do you have Jesus in the boat with you? Because the waves are they're going up and down for everyone. You're not alone. You're not alone in whatever you're going through. I'm not alone in what I'm going through. But it's when you recognize that Christ is in the boat with you, you're going to have peace to make it through the storm, because he's there already. It's just choosing to have eyes to understand that he's there. So the truth will always come out, but we can have peace in the storm no matter what's going on. So keep going and keep evolving to that best version of you.